and welcome to the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2024 for the arrival of your ParOARmedics. Coming into the finish line, our paramedic trio.
Antigua in the background, baby.
Rowing in hard and happy with family and friends up on the fort behind. Not sure you can see the flag there flying, the UK flag flying high. Union Jack giving it its thing. Come on, lads. You're watching the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2024 for the arrival of ParOARmedics. I'm Charlotte, your live reporter. Thank you so much for joining us live here in a very beautiful, sunny English Harbour at 9:15 in the morning.
Let's get there. Let's get there. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there.
So happy to see their people, watching them for this last stretch. The flare's going to go off on the fort as soon as they cross the finish line. The green buoy in the background there represents one half of the marker. Keep your messages of support coming in. These guys have been rowing 3,000 miles from La Gomera in the Canaries all the way here to English Harbour in Antigua. And they're so ready to have that flare pop. And there he goes! Ethan, Tom, and Ken have arrived in the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2024 as the 22nd boat. 48 days on the ocean, third trio to arrive. Team Venture Ordinary Boys arrived a week ago.
Okay, that's good.
And Ebb and Flow still to come. These three paramedics have battled it out with the bruises and the salt sores to show for it.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Oh. Clearly they had something along the way. They brought it in. Oh, yes. Super yacht vibes in the background. They brought it in from the blue, blue, blue to a very green, green, green Antigua. We've had lots of rain lately. Makes a very happy island. Happy boat, happy island. This was all. This was very much all Ken's idea. Whilst looking for an ocean-bound adventure to pursue, he showed Ethan and Tom the race video, and with a quick handshake in the skills lab, the adventure of a lifetime began. We're just bringing them in a little bit. It's quite breezy out here, and the wind pushes them across the harbour. Want to get them in the right position. Now that they've crossed the finish line, a little bit of assistance never goes amiss. They started their campaign as three student paramedics in their third year at the University of Bradford, and now fully fledged paramedics. Our photographer asked them
There's a spring inside.
if it was tougher rowing the Atlantic or being a paramedic. We'll ask that question of them when we get in.
On three. And put on your sea legs.
They've been fixing auto helms. As we came in there, they said their auto helm is a little bit twitchy. Not a very happy auto helm. That's the automatic steering. They've been replacing the ball bearings on their seats. The latter of which constant. That's all behind it now. Keep your messages of support coming in.
Yeah, you're on 3,000 miles! Welcome to Antigua, 3,000 miles!
Well done, paramedics. 3,000 miles of ocean rowing. These guys stayed on this boat the whole time.
3,000 man!
48 days. The wind catching the camera like a sail. Marvelous. What a way to start the day. On board, Ken Bort, Ethan Chapman, Tom Dowdley.
Young guys.
Tom noted during that crossing that the Atlantic is a lot bigger than Scarborough. Oh, I don't know if you heard that.
Okay.
Tom said, Ale, ale.
You can tuck in one pair or just leave one or two. Well, one pair. One pair. Yeah, and one person on oar. And you can manual steer from here into.
Oh, sorry, bear with me. There we go, a little reset. The wind catches the camera and pushes it.
You can go manual.
Pushes it offline.
Easier.
Thank you for your patience.
One of the guys, they're gonna lead you.
ParOARmedics, their charities are Macmillan Cancer Support, Stroke Association, and the Ambulance Staff Charity. These guys, like the whole fleet, tried to make it south as best as they could at the beginning, starting a day early on the 11th of December, just to get ahead of a storm that was coming in. But they ended up being quite north. And 3 days in, went straight into a pretty mega storm, cyclone, hurricane, whatever you want to call it. It was big. They were riding 12 to 18 foot waves at a speedy 12 knots, they reported back.
No.
They even had to use their power anchor, which they found quite boring. It's like a parachute that they send out at the back of the boat, at the front of the boat to hold them in place. And they likened it to sitting ducks, but made use of those moments to get on top of some daily chores. A week in, they declared it was by far the hardest thing they'd ever done in their lives. And they experienced the same slow, hot, hard conditions as the rest of the fleet. But they made light of it as much as possible. Very lovely to watch their video diaries coming back in, playing lots of great tunes, put up the festive lights for the Christmas and New Year period, indulged in some delicious treats, and the video diaries of the day-to-day aspects of the row being sent back to inform us as to what life was like out on the big wide ocean. We even heard Ethan getting launched off of the bathroom bucket by a wave, mid-bucket action. Thankfully, they didn't send a video back of that, but their next update showed them cleaning the deck. Quite timely. I hope you're not eating any breakfast. Okay, these guys are going to row themselves into Nelson's dockyard, where we will meet them. Oops, hang on, we've gone offline again. Bear with me a second. Oh dear, the wind is quite something today. So we're going to head in ahead of them so that we can see them as they step foot onto land, that long-awaited return to solid ground. So stay with us, we'll keep the live going. See you in a bit.
Let's clap some prayers and give a warm welcome to the ParOARmedics!
Welcome back to the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2024.
3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean from Latin to Antigua. Now here at Nelson's Dockyard. What a way to start a Tuesday! ParOARmedics, welcome to Antigua! Twenty more meters, and we have made it all the way 7 times to Nelson's Dockyard.
The arrival of our third trio, ParOARmedics. have rode the Atlantic. Tom pops his head up and the crowd went wild. Oh, it was fantastic to watch their social media coming across. Woo!
That's the way you do it.
Sharing some beautiful images, glorious sun-ups and sundowns, playful dolphins alongside, and the remnants of being smacked in the night by flying fish. The glory of ocean rowing. There's that beloved beanbag. You can see it right there. They all loved that beanbag so much so that it was awarded fourth crew member and was named as part of a competition with their followers. Sid the Sack.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we just witnessed here today was the arrival of the ParOARmedics! Well done! Now it's time for the flags, and the first time in World Service Row history, we have the flag from Zimbabwe representing the... So, ParOARmedics representing the United Kingdom and Zimbabwe! What a journey! Guys, there are some family members, friends behind me who is very eager, and they were very loud at the fort for party. So, would we like to see these three incredible, inspirational guys step on land? That was a yes. Who's first? It can be a bit wobbly. Welcome to the team now. Welcome to Antigua to the ParOARmedics.
There's the social media manager, Tom's sister. Questions as to whether the dock is actually moving.
I think it's just the wrong gun.
Oh my God.
This is red eyes, emotional season about Tuesday morning. It's been a long time away from each other, Christmas and New Year's. ParOARmedics, it's time to step onto the podium, and it moves just as much as the dog.
Okay. Yeah. That's really good.
Ladies and gentlemen, you witnessed it all here Tuesday morning. The arrival of the incredible trio ParOARmedics representing the United Kingdom and Zimbabwe for the first time in the race history. They started in December 11th last year. They're now here in January 2025 after 48 days, 4 hours, and 17 minutes. We have some certificates of achievement from fellow Ocean Row Kenya and some gift bags from Antigua Bermuda, including the T-shirt I wrote the Atlantic that we see around English Harbor. There's some represented here this morning as well. It's great to see. So besides the sore hands, long beards, then the T-shirt tells you have wrote the Atlantic. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the ParOARmedics! And as you mentioned, started 48 days ago in La Gomera. So, first thoughts about this journey now on dry land, moving land. How's the feeling? The horns were incredible this morning.
Yeah, it's just insane to actually finally be here. It's such a long time coming, and it's just, yeah, fantastic to be on land, although it is really unstable.
Really unsettlable. It's been a challenging year this year because of the weather. So actually a quite fast race considering the conditions, but time-wise probably could take off 5-7 days of each crossing. But it seems compared to a normal year, that makes sense. So tell us a little bit about the challenges out there.
Yeah, the weather definitely. We were one of the back teams that decided to go rowing through the sport rather than around it. For a fun 5 days, but I think to be with like on reflection, it was absolutely amazing doing that, and it really set the tone for the race. And then we spent the next 43 days just trying to find wind. And when we eventually did, it was fantastic. But it's been a just mind-blowing experience. It'll take a while to reflect and let it sink in, but yeah, we're absolutely buzzing.
The race's name was some show. Does it live up to its name?
100%.
100%. You also had some wildlife around you, some whales along the boat, dolphins, and what else?
Oh, it was absolutely epic. That first bit of storm was finished off with some massive pod of dolphins, which was amazing. And then towards the last half of the race, we've had pods of dolphin, whales a couple of times, which were coming right underneath the boat. I could have touched them if we were brave enough. And then the slightly scary thing was a couple of marlins that decided to get our little friend Timmy, the tuna, who'd been living under our boat for about 2 weeks, and then we think the marlin might have got him. So, but it didn't get the boat. So
1-0 to the Australians. So there's still teams out there waiting to come in, and they will in the coming days. Any comments to the team still out there?
I mean, it's just going to be fantastic to see them all coming in, and it's just such an amazing experience. We just got to make the most of it while we're out there, and then we'll definitely be making the most of it while we're here.
It's come to the right place. I see it is an incredible place. The three of you, the start of the journey as a trio, camaraderie and friends. How has it been to be on a very, very small boat?
Thank you. No. I think Tom commented at one point and said we expected the boat to be quite claustrophobic, and ironically, it wasn't. Nowhere near that. We've enjoyed our time together. We've had a blast. We're very glad to be off it now. But, yeah, it's been incredible. It felt like home. We felt safe on it. It's looked on for us well.
That's good to hear. Big applause for that. Woo! Now on dry land, looking forward to, besides food and obviously loved ones here, what are you looking forward to?
Just a bit of a chill. Really nice. But yeah, and getting to see everyone that's given us massive amounts of support, not just over the last 8 days, but over the last 3 to 4 years of planning this. It's been absolutely amazing. To get to spend some time with them and share stories. Yeah, shower. And a share. I didn't shower.
A shower? I won't comment that. I'm very close to you. You have this well-known frequency of it's lovely. It means that you are safe on dry land. That's what for me. We have had 48 days out there to think about the future as well. Any other new challenges on its way? We do have a race on the Pacific.
I take up gardening again.
We'll think about it. Maybe not.
It's great to know that before again 3 days later. It's a yes. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it all here. Let's give them a big hip parade. ParOARmedics, hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Well done, guys. We now do a live interview on YouTube with Charlotte. After that, it's back with loved ones and food and fruit and cold drinks. But first of all, to Charlotte here.
Come on down here, guys. Woo. Well, yeah, try your best.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. Come and stand nice and close together. Squeeze in, squeeze in. Oh, wow. Well done. You guys made that look easy coming in there.
Oh, yeah.
The easiest bit.
Yeah. I like the bit where they towed us.
I
After
recommend that
the
for
finish line, yeah. That moment. What was that? Sorry.
Then I recommend that for future races, just tow from.
Yeah.
But all the way from La Gomera.
A really long line together. It'll be atmosphere.
Yeah, no disqualification there at all.
Yeah.
No. So tell me something. Our photographer on the boat asked you a question coming around the corner there. Is it harder rowing the Atlantic or being a paramedic?
Depends on what day you're doing what in each thing. I think if you were to ask us in the first week, I'd have said row in the ocean because we got absolutely battered in that first week because we just turned west too soon, didn't we?
Yeah.
You just went straight
bit
into
giddy.
the eye.
We just thought, let's do it. And we got absolutely battered and spent a lot of time not going in the right direction. So that sort of day, I'd say that. But then obviously there's being a paramedic, particularly at the minute in the ambulance service, is not without its challenges. Hence why we're raising money for the ambulance staff charity, because it's a tough old gig being the ambulance service. And it's important to look after those that look after us.
Yes.
I think there was a couple of times when we were doing 2 on, 1 off shifts in the middle of the night with like no winds, battering rain, and those rogue waves that would just absolutely drench you. And just wish I was on an ambulance. Oh yeah.
You were.
Thanks to be
I was on an ambulance.
That is something else, isn't it?
You had some hallucinations as well, I heard.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? Why are you experiencing them and what did you see?
Probably because of the shift patterns we had to row in some conditions. So our plan leaving harbour was always forced to be
Squeeze in,
to
get
do
your shot.
3 hours on, 3 hours off. And then when the weather changed, we had to do really, really long shifts. So sleep deprived, very much so, very tired, probably a little bit dehydrated. And we were just seeing things in the middle of the night. You'd be rowing at 6 in our morning, it would be dark. And I spent about 10 minutes trying to have a conversation with Ethan's jacket, which was hanging up drying. Tom was seeing bridges, I was seeing walls. It was all very.
I also kept seeing the head ace safety officer, Ian, at a Asda checkout. It made no sense.
At Asda checkout.
Yeah, he was serving people at a checkout in Asda. Yeah. Really odd. And I saw that one multiple times. That was really weird.
Perhaps in a career.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody had an out loud, Tom, I think it was you, had an out loud argument about where chickens should live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My girlfriend's got some quite rogue chickens on her farm.
Oh, that's why they popped up.
Yeah.
I wondered.
I think I ended up having quite a heated discussion with her in the middle of the night about how they should be in the coop, not just roaming free.
Did you win the argument?
No, he's not even there, and I laughed. Yeah.
You also showed us that your hands take quite a hit during the row. How are they feeling? Because you guys were doing some serious exercises.
They've come back pretty well. So these are the horrible ones.
Yeah.
Where they open up. And they just don't heal well.
Yeah. And trying to live with them and like trying to get the salt out.
We saw you staying on top of your hand game, giving it some exercises.
To be fair, we've been quite good at trying to keep each other hydrated, nourished, and just kind of movement and row fit. And it's been a big push. We've always planned to do it, but it was a big part of our campaign was to arrive here as well as we could. And I think we've done that.
I think we've done it right.
As much as we can.
Absolutely.
The last,
Give it a couple of hours and everything feeds up. But
we're then going to undo all that with the rope.
Okay, you've got your friends, family, supporters, colleagues, everybody back home watching. What would you like to say to them?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Massive thank you.
Everyone's sacrificed a lot over the last 3 years to help us out and make this road possible. So thank you all so much.
We could not have done it without you. And this is you're as much a part of this as we are. You might not have the blisters, but you've been on this journey.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's amazing.
Absolutely fantastic. Well, you've done them all extremely proud. You can enjoy your time in Antigua and some more of that fresh fruit that I saw you eating halfway through on the boat there.
Yes.
How did you keep that fresh?
I don't know.
Got on the boat, magic, and some cheese. We had cheese.
Where did you stash it?
Just in the lowest part of the boat.
Top tip for future rowers.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, lads. Enjoy.
Take care.
Thank you very much.
Well done, guys. I'll take that.
Fabulous stuff there from ParOARmedics. Getting some hugs from.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the paramedics
Oh, look.
next same time tomorrow, Wednesday morning.
I know.
They get the opportunity now to have a sit down, some food, chat with their family and friends about the experience that they had, and also share some of those ocean stories with other rowers from the fleet, those that are still here. Fabulous. Fantastic. So as you just heard, we have another team coming in tomorrow morning. We've got Team Cheerfulness, our pairs team coming in. They're coming in around 11:40 UTC. What is that? Can't even do the math on that. Around 7, around the same time. Keep an eye on the tracker. We've also got 2 more teams coming in tomorrow. So Cheerfulness and Almighty Mates they seem to be in a little competition at the minute as to who's going to come in first. So that could be an earlier time. And then we've got Black Forest rowers coming in a little bit later in the morning tomorrow as well, local time. Again, keep your eye on the YB Races tracker. That will give you all the details about the estimated times of arrival. You'll see what speed they're doing. That will give you an idea as well as in terms of the distance that they have to finish, as to how much time they're going to spend out there. So make sure you keep an eye on our social media as well. We'll keep you updated as those times change. And we look forward to welcoming those 3 pairs teams coming in tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy your day and we'll see you tomorrow.